internet, so welcome to this week's Plan With Me video. So I'm still working through a bunch of old kits because the Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday sales are coming up very soon and I'm really keen to make some new purchases, so I'm trying to use up everything I have. So I have not looked at this shop in probably almost a year now, and I think this is my last kit I have from her. It is Caress Press, and I'm pretty sure most people know about her shop and who she is and everything like that. So I figured I would use up this last kit from her so that when the sales drop I can actually get some new kits. This kit is the Watermelon Sparkle kit, which is so cute and very perfect because the weather right now in Melbourne, I mean, we still have our cold moments, but it's been getting pretty hot recently, so I feel more justified in using these sort of like summery kits. We have some check boxes. We have some labels, well, headers and activity boxes. We have some half boxes, date covers, full boxes, some strips. We have some full check boxes, bottom strip and sidebar. Okay, so this is the week we'll be planning in, and there's actually quite a few things going on. I have my lessons, my Japanese lessons on Monday. Tuesday is actually a really good friend of mine's birthday and we're going to be celebrating on Thursday night. We're taking him out to a really nice restaurant, so I can't wait for that. I have Maya AGM here, so for those of you who live in Australia, you'll know that there's a departmental store called Maya and they're actually based in Melbourne. Long story short, I'm not going to get into a lot of details, but it's one of the shares that I own, so I like to invest in the stock market and stuff like that, and there's been a lot of drama going on right now with Maya, and they have their annual general meeting on Friday, and as a shareholder I can go. I don't usually go, but since I'm not at work at the moment and it's so dramatic, I'm kind of keen to go and just see what happens. So I've got that marked down as something potentially to go. On Saturday I'm catching up with Violet and Jimmy. We might be heading down to Werribee Rose Garden. Violet mentioned that they were blooming at the moment, so that's a potential, but I'm just kind of keeping it free to do whatever we think we want to do. And then Sunday I am meeting up with some friends for brunch. So that's my social calendar. Obviously I have work commitments as well. So as always, I'm going to start with the bottom strips. I'm going to do the date covers as well, since this kit does come with date covers. And I think I'll do the strips, and should I do the activity boxes? I think I'm going to skip the activity boxes this week. I'm still going to use them, but I'm going to scatter them so they're not like all cohesively at the bottom. So yeah, I'll do all that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I know I'm quite a bit more zoomed out than usual. I'm giving this a shot because I do occasionally get comments about how I'm way too zoomed in and they just want to see a little bit more. And also when I get really zoomed in, I have a tendency to cut things out because I don't notice that I'm working up here even though the shot is down here. So I'm gonna try shooting a little bit higher today. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to try and not get my head in the shot too much, but if you see it, then I'm very sorry. I usually try to cut those out in editing, but if my head is in like important shots, then I can't really take it out without the video sounding a little lack of cohesion. Anyways, so I'm gonna mark down my Japanese lessons, and the good thing about these stickers, because they are on the thicker side, I don't usually have to white out the labels. So I don't usually feel the need. I will say, I don't know, that feels a bit, that does feel a little crooked, doesn't it? A little crooked. The thing is about the Caress Press stickers is that they tear the paper if you pull them up again. So I'm kind of just going to have to leave it because I don't want to start ripping up my journal. And I'm just going to take the sticker from Lily Pink Prints. So since you guys always seem to know what's going on, has the shop for Lily Pink Prints moved somewhere or has something happened? Because I can't seem to access it anymore. I remember trying to tag them on Instagram the other day and I couldn't find their account, I couldn't find their shop, and I don't know whether they've just changed the name or something like that, because I loved her shop and she was one of the first Australian shops that I found, which was just so amazing. So I'm kind of sad if the shop's not around anymore. I feel I'm a little bit like not really in the know when it comes to what's happening with shops and stuff like that. So if you guys know what happened, let me know, because I would be so sad if she wasn't around anymore. On Monday, I'm going into the city. Well, I'm going into the office. So just mark that down at the top. And I'm just doing a bit of the layering that I usually do. So I want to use this quarter box to do that, but I think it looks a little nicer when it's kind of sitting on some colors. And use this little car sticker as well. Probably could use tweezers, but somehow managed. I might actually white this out because I am putting the check boxes down, and the check boxes are white in the center, so don't know if they'll show up. And since this does tend to rip the paper, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay. Cool. Do a light green header. And I'm going to mark down date night because after Japanese lessons, sometimes Tobias and I like to go out for dinner, and I think we will go out for dinner this one. I'm not sure, should I put in the center or higher up so I can put something down at the bottom? I think I'll just put them, what I'm going to do before I put that down. Because when we get home on Monday nights, I still do like to get some work done. Something, be productive. So I'm just going to put this little activity label down just there to mark that down, and then now I know how much space I can use for the date night sticker, which I want to try and center as best I can. There we go. Looks pretty good. I'm not sure about what I should put here. I don't know what makes sense, so I'm going to leave that. I might fill that out later in the sped up part. So Tuesday is Anthony's birthday, although we're not officially celebrating. I do think he's probably going to go to work though, so it's just an average day, but I do like to still mark it down. It's kind of like my little reminder to wish him happy birthday. The thing is though, a lot of people I know use Facebook as reminders to wish people happy birthday because Facebook does give you those reminders on who is, and then you can easily just post it on their wall, and it's really nice and convenient. The thing is, I don't log into Facebook every day, and I even less so do I use the little reminder feature for birthdays. So I feel like I forget people's birthdays very often, and I feel really bad for that. But I don't know, like, I still feel there's something to be said about like just personally wishing someone happy birthday. So like I would usually SMS Anthony on his birthday, so I'm putting that up there just as a little reminder to send him a message, wish him happy birthday, even though he'll probably be at work and way too busy. But that's okay. All right, I'm gonna put down a full box. I'll just use this first one here. There we go. So I've been watching this new show that Violet and Jimmy recommended to me. It's called Adam Ruins Everything. I don't know if you guys have heard of it because it used to be kind of like a segment on the College Humor YouTube channel, but I'm like addicted to that show. Like so addicted to that show. I can't stop watching it. Unfortunately, I've run out of episodes now, and I can only watch the second season because I am actually watching it via SBS. I think that the way TV works is a little different from America and Australia. But essentially in Australia we have channels, which are free-to-air channels, and you can just watch them. So we have one called SBS, which I think is a government-funded channel. I'm not sure. When I was a kid, I was told that it was like, this is owned by the government, so I just assume it was a government-funded channel. Because I don't use my television to watch mainstream TV anymore, I often don't realize when TV shows are on and stuff like that. So I usually use the like on-demand apps, like, you know, things like Netflix and stuff like that. But SBS have their own. It's obviously free. You don't have to pay anything for it, you just have to register. I feel like I need something here. Although I do have video going out. By the time you see this video, obviously it'll be out. It's gonna be my jet pen haul. Which is funny because when I released my Tokyo pens haul, I got a, actually these lift up pretty, oh no, ripped it up a little. Ignore. I thought it lifted up pretty easily, but it just kind of tore the paper a little bit. When I released my Tokyo pens haul, I got a comment about, you should try Jet pens, they're really good. And I'm like, yup, filming a whole video right now. I've ordered from Jet pens like for the last 3-4 years. Anyways, the whole video's going up. I digress. I completely digress. So I've been watching Adam Ruins Everything on the SBS app, and it's so good. I don't know, like, I'm a really big fan of TV shows or programs or anything that I feel potentially are educational. I'm not gonna say that Adam's Ruin Everything is like going to school and doing my own research or anything like that, but I like that sort of like fact-based learning. I'm really like, I'm a huge person into documentaries and science stuff. I mean, that's probably why I'm in IT. Because I like that sort of stuff, very like fact-based stuff. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but you have. What do you guys think of his show? Put this checklist here. Ooh. Getting stickers centered and right, always a challenge. And then what else do I need here? What is on Wednesday? Now that I think about it, I don't think I have anything big on Wednesday, so it's really gonna be like a working day. I will say, since taking time off work and focusing on doing my own side stuff, I could not be happier. And I never thought I would say that. Prior to taking the time off, I could almost guarantee you that I am the sort of person who could never be happy. Like, there was always something wrong, something off, just something that didn't work. And that was me. It's like, I could have a great, I could be making enough money, I could have great friends, great relationships, but I still wouldn't be happy. And for whatever reason, because I would always find a reason to be unhappy. Since taking this time off, I can genuinely tell you, I think this is kind of, I don't think I've ever been this happy for a long period of time in my entire life. And I can't believe I said that, because I just didn't think that was the sort of person I was, but I really am. And it started making me realize that whilst I don't hate my day job, I love the time and the freedom so much more. And I mean, it sounds so silly to say it out loud and be like, yeah, you didn't know that? I feel like everybody's like that. I feel like everybody's like that too, to some degree. I just didn't realize how big of a deal it was for me. But yeah, I mean, I definitely am going to be sad when I have to go back to work, which I'm definitely going to have to go back to work because there are bills to be paid and expenses in life that I need to save for and make money for, so I have to do that, which sucks. But at the same time, it could be worse. There's a lot of people who have it way, 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 way worse than me. So I definitely don't want to get too like all upset and whingy or anything like that. But guys, I am so happy right now. The more I think about it, I feel like I'm really someone who would thrive just working for herself. I kind of like what I do now, like filming videos, having a sticker shop, all that sort of stuff. Like, that stuff just makes me so happy. Unfortunately, none of that stuff is enough to pay bills and save for a future or anything like that. So that's why I have to go back to work, which is the majority of people. So I guess I should just be grateful that I even had this opportunity and chance to live this sort of life. But I'm healthier, I'm sleeping better, I'm eating better, I'm exercising. Oh, did I tell you guys I'm exercising now? I don't know if I mentioned that, but I am. I've been exercising for the last few weeks now, and I can notice a difference in my fitness. Like, I can climb stairs without getting puffed up, puffed out. I just generally notice good changes in my body. I don't know, I'm not gonna say it's impossible. It's definitely motivating me to like work harder and save more and hopefully maybe retire early. Although you just never know what the future holds, so I don't try and get too bogged down in the fact that I'll have to eventually go back to work and stop doing what I love doing. I'm still going to be doing all the things, I just won't have the time. But you know, I think also a lot of it comes down to your mental attitude and how you process stuff, so we will see. Just try not to get too bogged down. Alright, so Friday I am going into the office. Do not have an icon for that, so I'm going to leave that. But I'm also going to be heading over to Violet's place to do some sticker work. We are seriously on a roll. I think I said that the last time I did a plan with me, but it's just like, I think, okay, cool, this is probably like the max that we can work at, like, yeah. And then the next week we do even better somehow. And I'm like, how is this possible? How are we more productive? How are we getting more stuff done in the same amount of time? I guess it's just we are becoming very in tune to how we work together. And so work is just flowing much faster, which is great. I just didn't know it would get to this point. And I actually super enjoy going over, I think this is a little crooked. Ignore. I don't want to rip this up. But yeah, I just didn't know. I just love the fact that I can do something that is not only making money, but making me happy at the same time, and with like my best friend. Like, how is that possible? Somehow that is possible. It is literally the dream, which is why I am so happy. I need to mark down this annual general meeting somewhere. And if you're anything like me at all, then you will love like food delivery services. I love food delivery services, not gonna lie. So then on Fridays, because I try and diet so hard, not diet, but I try and stay and eat really clean and healthy during the week, on Fridays I let myself like I kind of treat myself, and so Violet and I will always get takeaway of some kind. It's usually through like services like Deliveroo or Uber Eats or Foodora or something like that. So it's like an extra thing to look forward to that we're just so excited for. I do not have space for a full box now, so I might just leave that blank and put this my thingy here. Okay, so Saturday, let's put down the weekend banner. I'm just gonna cover the top labels with some strips. The other thing that we've been considering or talking about is the vlogging every day in a month for December. Most people call it Vlogmas because they vlog up until Christmas, but Violet and I tend to just vlog right through the end of the year. So from the 1st of December to the 31st of December. So it's not really Vlogmas, which is why I don't call it Vlogmas, because it's got very little to do with Christmas and everything to do with the fact that it's December, so it's a little bit more festive. And I have a million family birthdays and stuff like that, so it's just kind of like a more fun time to film. But yeah, we were just talking about how we want to do it, what we intend to do. Honestly, usually, and this is not going to be a big deal, I think for some people nobody might care about this, but I get really wrapped up on the sort of camera I use when it comes to vlogging. I like to try out new cameras. I get really, like, I don't know, I like really focus in on the capability of the cameras or the machines that I use and stuff like that. And I think this year I'm actually gonna risk it and just vlog on my phone, which means the quality is usually not going to be as great and crisp as if I used a point and shoot camera. But the problem is I only have one really good point and shoot, which is the one that I would usually take to vlog on because it's small and compact. Every other camera I have, like a mirrorless or a DSLR, they're very large and they're not very good for portability and vlogging on the go. However, I pretty much use my vlogging camera for everything. Like right now, I'm using the vlogging camera to film this video, and the other day, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, because I was carrying this camera to vlog on, I ended up, I don't know, it must have been jiggling around or something, and I ended up breaking it because the screen unhinged and it was about to come off. And if that happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm gonna film oh my goodness, it ripped up the paper. I don't know how I'm going to film all my videos, like my planner videos, because as you know, I upload so often on this channel, and that's my main camera. And if that doesn't work, I have to wait, like, because I order my cameras online because I'm cheap and don't want to buy them in shops because they're usually more expensive. So I'm like, oh, I won't be able to film videos for a while. Luckily, I managed to get it fixed. It just was missing a tiny little screw. And so all I had to do was take it to, of all places, the optometrist. And they were so nice. They fixed it for free because they tend to have the little screws. So they just put one in absolutely free of charge, and that was it. And then so my camera is now fixed and working, obviously, because I'm filming this video. But I don't want to risk doing that again. Like, it really did scare me at the time when it happened, and so I'm like, I'd rather just use my phone because it's always there. It's small, it's portable, I can take it with me. The quality, however, won't be as good. So that does bother me a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just give it a shot, see. It might not be as bad. Maybe I can enhance it in post-production so it won't look as grainy later on, maybe. So I've got a brunch. I'm gonna put a half box down for my brunch. It's gonna be my last brunch with, called like Lim brunch, because it's my friend, his last name is Lim. And because his first name is such a common first name, and he used to be an ex-coworker of mine at work, we would just call him by his last name, Lim. So that's why I call it Lim brunch now. And it's so weird to think about that because, as you know, I'm on long service leave, which means I've been at my company for 10 years, which means I've known Lim for over 10 years now. And he's now married and he has a kid and it's crazy. Violet, I'm going to take this one off. I put all those film a plan with me on Sunday stickers ages ago at the start when I started this planner, and now I'm like, I don't really film on Sundays as much. I tend to film during the week now because I have that flexibility. We are moving on to the sidebar, which, as you know, I always flip upside down because I feel like it's easier to get the stickers straight, at least for me it seems to be. Let's hope this is straight. It's pretty straight. Enjoy the little things. I like that these ones allow you to write whatever you need on there, or potentially also these labels do fit here as well, so you could use that or you could write your own, but I like that it gives you that flexibility. And I'm going to put the other habit tracker on as well. I like to have them a little bit higher. And then I'm going to put down these two, and hopefully I get them down straight. Oh, oops, better move that. There we go. And then we'll have the other one down. I think what I'm going to do, one is obviously to track my steps, which is something I still do. I've not been so great on the step count recently, which means I'm probably just sitting at home a lot. And I do know I'm working, so it's not the worst, but I could use a little bit more physical exercise. And then the second one, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to track my dinners, because usually I do them via activity boxes at the bottom of each day, and since I'm not doing that this round, I think I'm going to use that to track dinners instead. Though I am thinking I should probably track all my meals. It's probably something I could have afforded to do. Okay, so that's pretty much the entire tentative spread. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start filling it out, writing stuff down, and I'm going to speed this part up so you can see it come to its completion, and then I'll be right back. So I'm back, and this is the complete spread. It's so pink and green. I love it. It's so cute. So I'm just going to quickly recap what I've actually done. I put some weather stickers at the top, which is from my store, Happy Clouding. This is from Lily Pink Prints. And this birthday sticker, I think, is from Little Star Plans. This one, these little munchkins are from Once More with Love. This one is from Little Star Plans, Violet's Shop. And I think those are all the external stickers I use. Everything else is from the kit. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this week's Plan With Me video. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any of my future videos, then be sure to subscribe. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to you, internet.